left the black thicker, like I had on the other black one, so that you get more of the thing. You can see the texture, but it's not as pronounced as I would like. I thought it would dry a little bit more shiny, this black, but it hasn't, which is a shame. Should have used the black from in there, because the black in there dried really shiny. Not really. Next Tuesday I have my routine checkup with my doctor. Nice. So on the 13th, Monday week I think that is, I've got an appointment with my hip surgeon, which will be interesting. Get the results of a scan. I had a scan in December where I turned radioactive, and I had to use a specific toilet in the hospital. It was interesting. And so I'll get the results of that then. I said I was going to do random. I haven't done random. I've just kind of done lines. Just fit this way easier. Yeah, so 13th I've got that. Okay, time to downsize. But yeah. Checking if Blue's still awake. No, I need a smaller size than that. That's why I swapped. Ah, thanks, lovely. Yours too. I'm hoping I'll get the results of the scan and they'll be what I want. So I had a scan because my hip surgeon thinks... So, here's the thing. I need my hip replaced, right? And they don't want to do it because I'm too young, blah, blah, blah. That's great, just fucking do it, I'm in pain. Anyway, they don't want to do it because I'm too young. Okay, fine. When I last went, when I went in 20... Now I've got to get my years right. I went in 2020 and December 2020, and he said, there isn't anything else we can do. We have to replace your hip. Once your lupus is under control, come back to us and we'll replace your hips. Perfect. So I see him December 2021. So I saw him in December. And he was like, how are you? How's things? And I said, well, I'm fine, but I'm getting pain in both hips. I've always had pain in both hips, but my good hip is getting better. It's getting worse and is hurting more. And so that was a silly mistake because my surgeon went, oh, I wonder if you've got another problem. It's like, what do you mean? And he said, well, if you've got pain in both hips, it could just be that your pelvis is aligned wrong. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Well, that means your sockets are too shallow and that's why you're getting pain. I said, okay, great. How do we fix that? And he said, well, if that's the case, we won't replace your hip. We don't need to. I was like, yes, excellent. I don't need a huge surgery. That's fantastic. And he says, so what we'll have to do is we break your pelvis and realign it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, go back a bit. You have to do what? He said, yeah, if that's the case, we'll break your pelvis and then you can't wait there for 6 months. I mean, if that happens, I'll be sleeping in this bed because this is on the floor we can get into from outside with no stairs. So if that happens, I'll be streaming a lot. But I really don't want to be off my feet for 6 months. That's a hell of a long time to be reliant on somebody else. And I mean, completely reliant. Like, can't even go to the bathroom on my own. Like, I can't. The thought of that scares the crap out of me, I'm going to be honest. So I'm really hoping it's not that. I'm really hoping it's just that my good hip hurts because it's compensating for my bad hip.